Welcome back, my friends, to The Psychic Next Door. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. And those that have been with us throughout the duration, we are so grateful for you. My name is Rayla, and I am a psychic medium. All of the readings you will see on my channel and otherwise are spirit-led. I simply use the tarot as a tool for additional insights and clarity. Please take a moment to subscribe and like my channel. It allows my readings to reach those that are in much need of messages from Spirit. All right, so during my meditation this morning, Spirit was giving me this overwhelming feeling that I needed to do a collective reading today. I received a couple visions as well. In my first vision, I was shown two hands, and they were reaching out to each other. I got this sense that somebody really needs some guidance, advice, helping hand, just a friend. There was also this feeling of being lost. The second vision that came was somebody walking through a forest, not knowing which direction to take or what steps to get out of their current situation. Just this feeling of uncertainty, right, was filling my soul. All right, so in lieu of this, we are going to dive into a reading and see what messages Spirit has for you all to perhaps guide you out of this difficulty that you're currently facing, all right? Okay, so let us go ahead and begin. I am going to ask you all to please close your eyes for a few moments. Take 3 deep breaths in and out as we ask Spirit for clarity, peace, and reassurance. Let us begin. At this time, we are asking higher powers, spirit guides, loved ones, God, to enter this reading. All right, my dear friends, let's see if we can gain some clarity on what's going on with you guys and the difficulties you've been facing. We're going to do this reading a little different. We're going to draw some oracle cards, followed by the tarot, and then some spirit animal oracle cards to really try to get as much detail and guidance for you all during this difficult period. All right, we're going to draw 2 of these Mind Info oracle cards. Protect and believe. Protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do without effort. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So right off the bat, the messages that we're getting here from this card is perhaps you've given yourself too much to someone and you're a bit depleted, right? You know, when you give, and then you don't do anything for yourself to kind of refuel yourself, you just end up with this, just feeling distraught, broken down, just overwhelming sense of exhaustion, right? It's important for some of you in these situations that you're currently facing to revisit boundaries, okay? Revisit filling what fills your soul, okay? Don't let yourself go in order to take care of everyone else. They're showing me a few visions here of a mom or a dad or a grandparent or even like a brother or sister, right? And you give too much to a group of people, to an individual. For some of you, you're giving too much to your job, all right? You give, and they take, right? They're not going to tell you no, not to do additional work. They're not going to tell you not to work 10 or 12 hours a day, right? You have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself from these energies, right? Healthy boundaries will begin some healing for many of you through these situations that you're facing, okay? The second card that has been revealed is believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that lived inside your heart be brought into this world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it into life, and you will do exactly that. So in this particular situation, this is feeling more centered around perhaps what you do for a living. Some of you have been in a career for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, right? And you're looking to branch out. You're feeling a little lost. It's kind of like you're in a fork in the road. I'm seeing that vision again of you in the forest. And you've been going down this road for X amount of time, but there's a little something missing, right? You're kind of questioning yourself. You've hit a new chapter in your life, kind of like a speed bump, right? It's like spirit's kind of doing this to you. And it's kind of annoying, if you will. Like, why am I feeling this way? I've been doing this for X amount of time, X amount of years, right? Why am I being nudged into questioning it, or perhaps wanting to start something else at this point in my life? And for this point in your life, age is irrelevant. You know, you could be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, okay? As long as you're on this earth, there is an opportunity and a chance to fulfill your dreams and to move towards your life purpose if you're not already there. For some of you, it's almost like you're doing what you're meant to do right now. So for an example, they're showing me an individual who is outside and they're building homes, building cars, that type of industry, right? Let's just say. And you're looking at something more along the lines of perhaps wanting to teach from experience, right? What they're wanting to share with me is it's an extreme, and it's out of character, right? It's not something that, like, if you told somebody what you were thinking, they'd be like, really, you want to do that, right? So they want to kind of go back to this card because it's really valuable in so many aspects. They want you to protect yourself. If you're thinking about doing something, don't necessarily share it with everyone. Digest it on your own. Kind of break it apart to see if it's doable, if you can spend the time and energy that it will take to do this, right? A lot of times when we share something a little too soon, okay, with the wrong people, perhaps they're not in a headspace to reciprocate the type of energy we need at that moment, and it kind of deflates us, if you will. It's not that they, some people want the best for you and they look at things and they're like, wow, that's just not a road that I see you traveling. But not everybody knows your wants and your needs and your desires, all right? And things that interest you at one point in your life that you kind of left behind to pursue something else. Kind of circle back, okay? As you're walking through this forest and you're feeling confused, circle back to a time or a thought when you did something that made you happy, that really sparked your energy. Because for many of you, that's what you're looking for. You do enjoy what you're currently doing, but you're looking for that spark. You're looking to remove the humdrum nature of it all, right? To give yourself a little something extra. For some of you, it's as simple as a new hobby. I'm seeing someone play racquetball and tennis. You getting back to that. Perhaps you did that in your younger years and you completely left it behind because you have work, career, families, etc., responsibilities. What if you got back to that? Would that give you that little spark, right? It would certainly give you some endorphins. You putting yourself in a situation, okay, and they're showing me the Hangman tarot card right now. They want you to put yourself in a situation that's a little bit uncomfortable, that's a little out of the realm for you, okay? And in doing that, and doing things a bit differently, all right, and taking these chances, and they don't have to be huge chances, my friends. You don't have to leave your job, leave your family, leave your career. It's little pieces that you're missing in your life for some of you that you just need to get back. So whether it's playing tennis, whether it's going to a yoga class, whether it's going to Pilates, right? Whether it's going fishing on Saturday, whether it's going to a paint and art class for some of you. They're showing me the app I believe it's an app. Yeah, it's Groupon. Where you can try different things at a cheaper rate, if you will. They have like different specials and things of that nature. They show me some of you going to that app or an app similar, right? And kind of diving in to try to do something new. Many times when you take yourself out of your current situation and your current energy, and you place yourself in something fresh and new, even if it's out of the ordinary, all right? Even if it's something you wouldn't normally do, it opens the door. It opens the door for new thoughts, for new opportunities, and your intuition, if you're feeling it dull, because that's what I'm getting for some of you. I'm feeling that your intuition isn't firing as well as you'd like, and it's giving you that lost feeling. Try to get yourself out of the zone here in the next week or two. All right, find something that gets you, that has you doing something totally different. Okay, out of your comfort zone, out of your normal routine, and you're going to see how this is going to spark, kind of like opening a new door for you. All right, they're showing me, it's so funny, we haven't even drawn the tarot yet, and they're showing me the cards. They're showing me Ace of Pentacles, I believe. Ace of Pentacles. All right, and a new opportunity and new ideas and thoughts emerge just by you taking these steps. Okay, so it looks like some of you, in this situation, this needing guidance, this overwhelming feeling of just feeling distraught and lost, you just need to do something a little different. In addition to protecting your boundaries, setting more boundaries, right? Kind of reset yourself is what Spirit is sharing with me. They're showing me a stopwatch. Is it a stopwatch? I think it's a stopwatch, right? Where you're kind of resetting to zero. Okay, you've been running and that watch says like 43 miles or 200 hours, and you've just given too much without resetting yourself. Spirits want you to reset yourself. Okay, these came out, so we are going to take them. There are the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. Let's see what we have here for you guys. Nothing will come of this situation. Have faith in your dreams, and it's time to release negative energy. So Spirit wants to talk about these first. These two right here. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay. This is very much, they're going back to that vision of you in the forest, right? What you're doing day in and day out right now, the cycle that you're repeating, and for some of you it's a cycle, it's showing me like a cycle in a relationship. An example is, do you know when you have like an argument with somebody, you fight, sometimes you break up, you come back together, okay? Or you have an argument and you settle it, but yet that topic still remains out there. That topic comes up again. It's really not settled. It's just kind of put dormant and to the side. Spirit wants you to know that doing this repetition, okay, in this relationship, nothing's going to come out of this situation. You're arguing about the same thing. You're kind of at odds. For some of you, you're just at odds, on a particular topic or situation that occurred, that it's just not sitting well with you. One example, it looks like somebody perhaps maybe went out or took a phone call, and it just doesn't feel right, and the explanation seemed okay when you were discussing it with this individual, but it just hasn't sat well with you, okay? Spirit is just sharing that going at it the same way, going at the conversation the same way, it's going to yield the same result. You're going to put your feelings out there, they're going to put their feelings out there, and no one's really listening to the other person, okay? So you're going to have to come at this from a different angle. So don't shoot the messenger, please. But they're showing me the word narcissist. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, you have to come at them in a different way. It's like, I don't want to call it kissing ass, But that's kind of like the term that they're using. Do you know when you go and it's like you have to have the conversation you need and want to have with this person, but you have to make it about them, right? Like, oh, I'm doing this for your own good and you're what's important here. That's what lightens a narcissist up in this particular situation that they're showing me, right? You have to come at this from their perspective. You're just feeling kind of disgusted that you have to come at this conversation this way. But Spirit wants you to try a different avenue. Maybe this isn't the exact way you need to approach this person, but for some of you, you're dealing with a narcissist and you never win. And that's kind of what they want you to know. That's the bottom line here. Nothing will come of this situation. You're trying to reason with somebody who's not reasonable. You're trying to work something out with someone who only sees their side and their side alone. And it's kind of like in this relationship, it's like you're giving 80% and they're giving 20. They're not even giving 20 actually, but that's the dynamic they wanted me to share with you guys. Perhaps it's time to reevaluate this relationship and this situation with this individual, right? And realize that this may not turn out the way you'd like, and maybe make some decisions from there. All right, we're going to thank Spirit for that message and move on. It's time to release negativity. So Spirit wants me to share this example with you guys. What is the first thing you guys do when you wake up in the morning? Do you hit the alarm and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it's only Tuesday. Oh, I feel like I haven't slept. I don't feel great. All these things I have to do today. You literally, and without realizing it, right? This is all internal, this card. Without realizing it, you've already started your day on a pretty negative note. Not even realizing it. You're just kind of going through things and you're frustrated and you're tired, which is normal. But Spirit wants you to let this go, right? Because your day is not set on the right foot. Your day may not go as good as it could be, right? Believe in yourself a little bit, okay? Just say that even if you only slept 6 hours and you're exhausted, say it to yourself in a different manner, right? Like, hey, I only slept 6 hours, but you know what? I am going to kick ass today, right? I'm going to get X, Y, and Z done. And if I don't get these other things done, so be it. They will wait till tomorrow. And of course, you prioritize how you need to prioritize and so on, right? But just give yourself a different conversation in the morning, right? I have to tell you what's really cool, and it works for some and it doesn't work for some, but I'm seeing a vision of Mel Robbins. And for those of you that watch her and have heard her, she has that 5-second rule where she says when you don't hit snooze, and when you wake up, get out of the bed. Do count down, I believe it is, from 5 to 1 and get up and start your day. And that's tough. For those of us that are snoozers, and I will tell you I am in that group, okay? And I like to hit snooze and I like to lay in bed and I like to sleep for another 20 minutes. It's true though, if you think about it, when you wake up 20 minutes later, do you feel more refreshed? Do you feel better? Not really. Not really. As a matter of fact, I kind of usually feel more groggy. And then I'm like, oh God, I'm 20 minutes behind, right? So try something different in the morning. For everyone, it's going to be different. For everyone, it's going to be different because everybody has different, things that they have to take care of in the morning. Kids, grandkids, some of you just have to take care of yourselves, whatever it is. Kind of tailor it to you, all right? Remember, the whole point here is you want to protect yourself to be able to elevate yourself. Get yourself out of this funk, out of this mood, out of what you've been going through, right? And have faith in your dreams. This is kind of circling back, my friends, to the message from earlier, right? Some of you are really wanting to start something fresh and something new, but you don't have faith in it. And some of you have already started it. Maybe some of you have already started turning the wheels, maybe putting a proposal together, maybe creating an LLC. Maybe I see some dialogue on a paper, right? Perhaps you're doing a tutorial of some sort. Perhaps you want to sell something. Perhaps you have knowledge from a certain industry or career or even a hobby that you kind of want to turn into something special, something different, like a little side gig, right? Spirit is saying, have faith in your dreams. There are going to be ups and downs in everything we do. And you know, it's true what they say. You know, when you feel like giving up and you're just like, nah, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to go for it. A lot of times the breakthrough they're sharing with me is right around the corner. They're showing me a vision of an individual who's peeking around the corner, like looking to see what's to come. And they're deciding, do I walk away or do I walk in? Do I walk into that room? Do I give this a chance? And Spirit's asking you to have faith in your dreams, to give this a go, right? You deserve that. We are going to draw, there's a lot of messages coming in here for you guys. And I hope you're finding some of these spirit-led details to guide you out of this funk, out of this stress, out of this feeling of being lost, and kind of put you in another zone. Oh, yes. I don't know if you guys just saw what came out. Let's put these up here, okay? I don't know if you guys just saw what came out, but it's the Death card. And in this particular situation, I love to see it. I love to see it because this current energy that you guys are in, it's time to get out. It's no longer serving you. It's not for your higher good, okay? The Death card simply means in this journey that you all are taking, and you know, Spirit typically lets me know if a card has double meaning or even triple meaning. But this card has one sole meaning and one sole purpose for this reading, for you all, okay? And that is to let go what no longer serves you. It is time to turn the page because you don't want to continue to sit in this energy, right, of feeling lost. You want to take steps to get out of this. So you're going to put this to bed. You're going to make a decision that it's time to release this negative energy, time to deal with the situation that no longer serves you, time to remove that narcissist, put some space in between people that aren't there for your highest good, and you're going to make the change. Now, they are sharing with me, for a very small percentage of you, you have lost somebody recently, okay? And it's very, very small. This is more on the collective of an internal page we need to turn. So for those of you that have recently lost a loved one, a friend, someone you knew, and it just kind of hit you hard, we're sending you love and prayers out there, my dear friends. I know this is a difficult time, and it does trigger these feelings of lost and just you wonder where your place is in this world, and you start, so it's kind of more of an internal situation for you, all right? But we're sending you love in this journey. Take the time to heal, protect yourself. I have to tell you, we're going to have to put this up here because this card is truly the center of your difficulties. You are not protecting yourself the way you should. You are not taking care of yourself the way you should, okay? But I see that changing because the Death card has solidified that for you all, okay? We also do the King of Pentacles. Now I have to tell you, the King of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. He is boss mode. So we're going from this feeling of despair and difficulty, problems we're having in a relationship situation. For everyone it's different. Problems at work, internal struggles, addiction, just so many things that you guys are going through right now. And you're leveling up. You are choosing yourself. You are choosing to believe, and you are choosing to protect yourself. You are leveling up, which I absolutely love. I'm seeing a cloud with like a silver lining, right? We're getting out of this energy. I feel it. When I was doing my meditation, I was pretty down. That feeling of being lost. But as this reading has gone on, it's showing me that you are taking the bull by the horns. All right. And you are going to remove what no longer serves you. You're going to take some of you are going to take very small steps. Some of you are taking some giant steps. Okay. You are removing a person and you are done. You are not having it any longer. And I think some of you have been, and they're showing me like a brick wall, and they're showing me someone putting their hand against it. Some of you have had it and you're done. all right? And you're moving on with this new and fresh energy. King of Pentacles is boss mode. I love the King of Pentacles in this card, right? Because he is not typically how a king sits, you know, crossing his legs, kind of looking out into the distance. It's not what you normally see with a king, right? And his throne. But the reason the king is in boss mode here, my friends, is because he's doing something different. He's looking at things in a different perspective. He's making changes, right? He's no longer following in his routine. His stance here is exactly you, right? You're willing and wanting to make those changes. And now you're moving into a new chapter and a new direction. A card that we have not drawn that they're showing me in my vision is, I believe it's Eight of Wands, that things are moving very rapidly. So once this page is turned, there is going to be a tremendous amount of relief, and you're going to start to feel pockets of happiness. And you're going to go back and remember this reading. You're going to be like, oh my God, finally, just me doing these few things, right? To protect myself and believe in who I am, right? And have faith in what's coming for me. It's turning the page for you. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is beautifully paired with your King of Pentacles, right? For me here, it shows a balance. So for some of you that are leaving a relationship, that are moving on from a friendship, something that no longer serves you, right, with another person, it shows you entering a different time and space. And now we're really kind of digging into the future here. And we're looking, and Spirit is saying 4 to 6, no, it's 4 to 6 months for some of you. So a lot of you are going to be going through this transition for some time, right? And maybe week 1, you'll do a little something. Maybe week 2 and 3, it'll be, a little something stronger. Set yourself in that right pace, that right chapter. And you're going to be meeting someone, is what they're sharing with me. You're going to be meeting somebody that's on your frequency, that's on your level, okay? And for some of you, it's simply a friendship, a business partnership. But for some of you that got out of a relationship that all it did was go in circles and just wasn't healthy for you, you're meeting somebody on your level. Why? Because you're putting yourself first. There is confidence exuding from you now, right? You're perhaps meeting a business partner or somebody who has the same interests that you have, right? People are meeting you where you deserve on the level that you're on now, right? This other energy, this nothing will come of the situation, all that, you're leaving all that behind. You're leveling up. And it's incredible. I love to see, it's almost like I'm seeing layers, right? Layers of your life, of the weeks and the months ahead. And they're showing me the word justice. You're really doing yourself justice in this situation that you're currently in or that you've been in. Now, for some of you, if no action is taken, of course, you'll stay in this momentum. But Spirit is sharing with me that at some point you're going to decide, you know what, this is no longer serving me. It's just going to take you a little longer to realize that or to take some action. And that's okay. Timing is different and it's fluid for everyone. As long as you get there, that's all that matters. Be proud of yourself. All right, my friends, we're going to draw 2 spirit animal oracle cards, and they just popped on out, okay, for your final messages. The Lion, control. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is your invitation to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructively to reduce your level of frustration. This goes back to the current energies that you've been facing. All right. This, nothing will come out of this situation. This headbutting you're doing with someone, it's almost like a vicious circle that gets nowhere. Come down from it. Right? Set yourself apart. Remove yourself from the situation. Realize that you have control. You don't have to go with this person anymore. You don't have to go round and round. You deserve better. Okay? And your other card is courage and leadership. You have come into your own power. Now is the time to take lead of a situation and be strong. Using the power of intentions, be clear with your purpose, and define where you're headed. All right, my dear friends, thank you so much for being here for this reading, and I hope to see you out of this situation and into a better space very soon.